Hey everyone, I'm back with a tutorial and I'm going to be using the Magical Mystery Bead box for the month of July. Now I know some of you don't subscribe or don't buy that box. You can still make this necklace that I'm about to show you because I will leave a list of all the materials down below in the description. So if you need to buy your own beads, you can. Now I know it's not going to be the same, okay? You can't find beads like Jesse James beads everywhere. But at least this tutorial will hopefully give you a little bit of inspiration and show you different ways to use beads, colors, fancy chain. Now if you're not familiar with Jesse James beads or the Magical Mystery Bead box, I'll leave a link down below so you can go check it out. And if you do go to the website, make sure you check their inventory because they have all kinds of really nice beads and findings and everything. Now if you watched my previous video, you will have seen that I was giving away a necklace through a drawing. It's a necklace that I made with a curated bead box for the month of August. And today I would like to do the same thing with the necklace that I'm going to be showing you how to make. And if you want to be part of the drawing, all you have to do is comment down below. You don't have to say anything but hashtag subscribed, okay? Of course, all comments are welcome. But anyway, the other condition is that you have to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I'm almost there. I'm at 9,000 and something. So anyway, the deadline for today's drawing will be 10 September, just like the other necklace, okay? The other necklace, the curated beadbox necklace, is 10 September as well. So please check back sometime after the 10th of September because I'll be publishing a video with a drawing for both of the necklaces. So there'll be two drawings actually. Okay everybody, a real quick update on my son. He continues on the path to wellness, thank goodness. He's doing really well and recovering very fast. And thanks again for your prayers and your well wishes. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so let's go ahead and begin. We're going to do an unboxing first. It'll be a very quick unboxing because I want to show you what's in the Magical Mystery Bead box for the month of July. And then we'll jump right into the tutorial. Here's the lovely box. And let's go ahead and open it up. I can't wait to see what's inside. And the name of the box is called Bohemian Nights. As you can see, it's the July box. Here are all the things that are inside the box, okay? And a little bit of information about the design challenge, okay? Which if you go to their Facebook page, you can join their Facebook page and participate in this design challenge. And oh my gosh, guys, look at this. Look how gorgeous these colors are. They're so rich. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let me move it off to the side and we'll go ahead and go through each thing. The first thing I see is this gorgeous bead strand. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. Isn't that cute? There's a little elephant. And look at these beautiful colors. We have gold, we have teal, we have this beautiful pink fuchsia color. And I love these bead caps. Gorgeous. We have this bead mix. It's called Bohemian Nights. I love it. And we have this metal mix. It's called Exotic Patchwork. Very pretty. And this other metal set, it's called Dreamscape. We have a bunch of seed beads here. Sunset Sundance is the name of this mix. So we have bronze, fuchsia, aqua, very pretty. And we have this gorgeous mix of beads. It's called Flaunt Your Fuchsia. We also have this tassel mix, Dancing at Dusk. I love it. And we have some chain, okay, some beaded chain. And here's another packet with beaded chain. So I know you guys have already seen a whole bunch of unboxings because I'm so late in the month, okay? So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but I do want to show you what's in these packets. So we'll go through them really quickly and then we'll jump right into the tutorial. I just love this bead strand. It is so beautiful. I love the colors. The name of the bead strand is called Bohemian Nights. And right off the bat, I noticed that the tassel mix matched perfectly with the colors of this bead strand. Let me just dump them out and show you. Isn't this beautiful, guys? Look at this. I love using these little tassels as charms on necklaces and bracelets or earrings, but look how well these match. And of course we have these seed beads, which I don't want to take out of the packet, but these look like size 11-0, these bronze colored ones, and then these fuchsia ones look like size 11-0 as well. Now these are a little bit bigger. These are 8/0 size, I believe. Okay, but look how beautiful this combination looks. It matches so perfectly well. And this Bohemian Nights bead mix is absolutely stunning, guys. Let me just dump it out real quick. Tell me that's not gorgeous. I just love these colors, guys. Oh my gosh, there's purple, shades of blue, antique gold or bronze, and then we have these very interesting beads. Look how colorful these are. A bunch of crystals, as you can see, some ceramic beads, and these lovely daisy spaces. They're very big. I love that. Just a whole bunch of very unique beads. Some frosted beads. I am so impressed with this, guys. Look at that, and look how well everything coordinates. Like I've said, I know you've seen a lot of unboxings, so I'm not going to show you in great detail, but I do want to show you just a quick glimpse. Let me just go ahead and open up this packet. Dreamscape metal set. Wow, these are so different. This looks like some kind of thread work. I'm not sure. I've never seen anything like this before. It's so beautiful. And then these are patinaed, as you can see. Very unusual. This is very unusual indeed. I've never seen this kind of thing before, and I love it. I think it's so gorgeous. I'm getting lots of inspiration just by looking at this. Here's the exotic patchwork metal bead mix. Wow, these are so pretty. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at these links. Double-sided, and then we have these other two beads. These are so beautiful. As you can see, they coordinate really well with these chandelier components. Very beautiful, guys. Definitely boho, and I'm loving it. Flaunt your fuchsia. But I see some turquoise colors in here, and actually that looks more like purple to me. So I'm not sure why they call it fuchsia, but you know what? I don't care because it's gorgeous. And very, very different, okay? Look at these very different looking beads. Oh my gosh. They look like hematite, okay? This is some kind of a gemstone, I'm not sure. And this is howlite, it looks like, okay? And I don't know what this is. This could be agate, I don't know. But these look like gemstones to me. So let me put them down here. As you can see, everything is absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous jewel tones. And this gorgeous turquoise colored beaded chain is very, very pretty. Look at this, guys. Look at this. It's full of little charms. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. And you get quite a bit. It's about 30 inches. So you can do a lot with 30 inches. This is so pretty. I absolutely love it. And we also have this one in bluish tones, okay? It looks like it's a blue and a bronze colored metal. Let me go ahead and measure this one. This one is about 30 inches as well. So that's quite a bit. And I can see all kinds of possibilities. I'm getting so much inspiration. Look how gorgeous this collection is. I think this is probably my favorite so far, okay? I've done a few unboxings for Jessie James beads, but I think this one is my favorite. And it's because of the gorgeous colors and the unusual beads. Okay, so now that we've taken a look, let's go ahead and make something with these gorgeous beads. Okay, I'm back. I've examined all the beads, and now we're going to go ahead and make something. Yes, I did put them back into the packages because I didn't want to get confused, and I wanted to remember exactly which packets each of the beads came from so that I could let you guys know, okay? All right, so as you can see, I have them arranged right in front of me, and I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly what we're going to need. So from this first packet, the Flaunt Your Fuchsia packet, let me show you the beads we're going to be using. We're going to use these, I think it's howlite beads. They're round, and they're approximately 10 millimeters in size. Let me go ahead and put the rest away. We're also going to be using some beads from the Bohemian Nights mix. We'll be using 2 of these beautiful fuchsia beads and 2 of these gorgeous, I don't know if this is a teal color, but they're definitely a very deep bluish color, very pretty. We're also going to be using some beads from the Exotic Patchwork mix. And actually we're only going to be using one, and we're going to be using this one right here. I think this one is gorgeous. We're going to use this one as a focal pendant. And we're definitely going to be using some of these gorgeous little tassels. I think they're so adorable. And you're going to need 4 of these purple ones and 2 of the turquoise ones, or aqua. And of course, we're definitely going to be using these gorgeous elephants because I just think they're adorable. And I love this strand. It's so beautiful. Let me go ahead and snip it. I want to use this one here. And I definitely want to use this one. And this one. Okay. And the elephant. I don't know if I'll use this little spacer bead. I'll have to think about it. But I definitely want to grab the other green one at this end. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay. Well, I thought I would thread them onto my magic rod to see how it looks, and I've changed my mind. I think I'm just going to use the 2 little green rondelles and the elephant. So I'm going to go ahead and put these away. We're definitely going to use this gorgeous chain with the little turquoise ceramic dangles or charms. They're so beautiful. I love this chain, I really do. And we're also going to use this other chain with the blue rondelles. I think this is really pretty, and it's going to add another color to the mix, which I think will look really nice. I went into my stash and I found some clasps and some head pins and some jump rings. So basically it's 1 gold clasp, 1 bronze clasp, some head pins in gold and bronze, and some jump rings in gold and bronze as well. Okay, I've arranged the beads to show you what I had in mind. We're going to create 2 necklaces. They're not going to be attached. They're going to be 2 separate necklaces, but they can be worn together. The first necklace is going to be a long necklace. This one's going to be 24 inches long. And the other one, the shorter one with the elephant, is going to be 18 inches long. The long one is going to have these dangles down below. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start assembling those. And I'm going to use some head pins, some old head pins that I had sitting around. And the reason I chose these head pins is because they're kind of hard, okay? It's hard metal. And then also they matched really well with the metal of this chain, okay? But you can use artistic wire. So if you have a 22 gauge or 20 gauge wire, you can certainly use it. And because these are hard, I'm going to just do some simple loops, okay? So basically we're going to take one and we're going to go ahead and create this first one, the pendant, okay? And actually I'm going to grab one more bead because I just noticed that the hole is pretty large, okay? So I'm going to put a bead on top of that. And I want to use this pretty little fuchsia bead that I got from the strand. So that should take care of that big opening at the top, okay? And we're going to simply kink it. And then estimate approximately how long you want your loop. Snip off the excess. And go ahead and create one simple loop. Place your pliers at the end of your wire and then give it a little turn. Make sure that it's a nice closed loop and that it's sitting right on top, just like that. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and assemble the rest. So what I normally do with these old head pins, I snip the head off. That's what I do because I have a bunch of these and I really don't care if I turn them into eye pins. So once again, take your pliers, kink the end of the wire just like this, and then form a loop. Make sure that it's nice and closed, okay? These are simple loops, so it's important that you close your loop perfectly, all right? Once you do that, thread it through like this. Line up your loop at the bottom and kink it. Snip off the excess. And form your loop at this end. Very simple, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that to all of these beads and I'll meet you back. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I've put wire through each one of these beads. And now I'm simply going to attach the tassels, okay? Now I can't stress enough, guys, that you really do want to make sure that your loops are closed perfectly because the little wire on the tassel is very thin, okay? And it can slip out very easily. Now you're probably saying, well, why didn't you do wrap loops? The reason is that, you know, when you do wrap loops, sometimes you end up seeing a lot of the wire, and I don't like that every time. It just all depends on the look that you're looking for, okay? I don't want to have a lot of wraps showing with this design, so that's why I'm not doing wrap loops. I'm using very hard wire instead. That's why I'm using the head pins, because they're very hard. And it's perfectly fine, like I said, as long as your loops are closed really, really well, okay? You want to make sure that there's no gap at all and no chance for the tassel to come off, okay? Okay, so now that we've assembled the bottom part of the necklace, we're going to go ahead and grab the chain. Here's the chain. Now if you'll notice, each of these beads is connected with a simple loop. So all you have to do is separate the loop or open up the loop and detach the length that you want. And I'm going to grab two lengths. Each one is going to be 12 inches long. Here's my ruler. And all I'm going to do is open up this loop right here. Detach that piece. Close it up again and measure another length that's 12 inches long. So here are my two pieces. Pretty easy. Now before we start, I want to show you a little trick, okay, that will enable you to hang dangles without attaching jump rings. What you want to do is you want to make sure that your loops are perpendicular on each one of these components. So for instance, this loop right here is facing this direction, but now I'm going to take this loop and I'm going to point it this way, okay? So if you look at this component, this loop is parallel to the beading board or the mat, and this loop is sitting vertically up and down. And I'm going to do that with each one of these components, okay? So let me get another set of pliers. It's a little bit thinner. I'm going to grab this loop and make sure that it's parallel. And this one's actually already vertical, so I'm not going to worry about that one. Same thing with this one. Make sure this one's parallel, and then adjust the next one so that it's vertical. Just like that, okay? Parallel and vertical. So I'm going to do that with the entire chain, All right, so I'll go ahead and do that and meet you back. Okay, this one's done, and now I'm going to do the exact same thing with this one. So let me go ahead and do that off camera and I'll meet you back. Okay, that one's done, and now we have both of them with the loops perpendicular to each other. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and connect the necklace with the pendant. So in the first component, I'm going to make a little change. The loops do have to be the same. So let me go ahead and correct that. Okay, and I'll show you why in just a second. Same thing with this one. We're going to use a 6mm jump ring to connect the strands to the pendant. So simply open it up, connect one side, connect your pendant, and connect the other strand, and close it up. Make sure there's no gap. Okay, so I've connected the pendant, as you can see, and now let's take a look at these loops. First component, you'll notice that the loops are up and down, they're not parallel to the mat. The next one, that's where we're going to connect the first charm. Okay, the first charm is going to be this one. So let's go ahead and connect it, and it's going to go right here. So you do need to make sure that you connect it on the correct side of that loop. Close it up really well. So now, as you can see, this charm is going to lay properly. Okay, let me go ahead and connect the other side, and I'll show you exactly why we did it like this. Okay, it's a little difficult to see until you actually connect some charms, and then you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's see now. Okay, we're going to connect it on this side of the component, and then I'll give you a close-up. As you can see, the center jump ring is parallel to the mat. It's laying flat. This component has loops that are up and down, so they're vertical to the mat. Okay, they're perpendicular to the mat. So if you'll notice on this component here, this loop is parallel to the mat, but this one's vertical. In the next one, this first loop here on the left of it is parallel, and the other one's vertical. So we're going to connect the next charm on this loop here. And it's going to be this one right here. Okay, let me go ahead and open it up. Take a good look before you connect anything. Make sure you're doing it correctly. And then close it up really well. The other thing you might want to check, guys, is to make sure that the loops on the chain are closed as well. Okay, I know it came like that, but sometimes you'll find some loops that are a little bit open too. Okay, so you need to double check your chain, make sure the loops are all perfectly closed. So on this side now, we're going to attach the fuschia. So let's take a look at the loops again. This loop is parallel to the mat. This one's vertical. This one's parallel. Okay, so that's where we're going to connect the fuschia charm. Let's go ahead and open it. And we're going to connect it to this side of the loop. Just like that. And close it up. So this is what we have so far. Isn't that cute? I love the colors. They're so pretty. All right, let's go ahead and do these two now. Once again, we have this loop that's parallel to the mat. This one's vertical and this one's parallel. So we're going to connect it to this loop here. Just like that. And close it up. And now let's go to this side. And close up your loop, okay? And that's what we have so far. Isn't it adorable? I love it, it's so pretty. So now that we have the bottom part of the necklace, all we have to do is attach the clasp, the jump rings and the clasp. So here's another 6mm jump ring. Attach it to the end and then attach your clasp and close it up. And here's my other jump ring. And this necklace is done. So easy. And isn't it pretty, guys? Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so beautiful. All right, so that's the first necklace. Now let's go ahead and do the second necklace. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is form the pendant, and I'm going to use a gold head pin, and again it's very firm wire. This is very firm. It's so firm that I can't even do a wrap loop. The first thing we're going to thread is one of these rondelles, then the elephant, then another rondelle like this, kink it at the top, snip off the excess. I know you're probably wondering where you should snip. It all depends on how big you want your loop, okay? That comes with experience, guys, okay? If you think the loop is too big, you can always snip off a little bit more and adjust it if you have to. But the more you do this, the less guessing you will have to do, okay? So again, place the pliers so that the wire is flush up against the nose of your pliers. Make sure that it's nice and closed. Adjust it so it's sitting on top. And that's all there is to it. Okay, so now we're going to snip off 2 pieces. Each one's going to be 9 inches long. Now I'm telling you 9 inches, but you decide how long you want your necklace, okay? That's personal preference. All right, so I'm going to snip it right here. Here's my first piece. Let me go ahead and measure my second piece. So I'm going to go ahead and snip it right here. And of course I'm not going to throw this little fellow away because it'll come in handy for a charm of some sort. And this is going to be another simple necklace, and I love easy projects, I really do. It's going to look like this, guys, okay? Very easy. It's going to look something like this, as simple as that. So here's a gold jump ring, and I believe this one is 5mm. Now one thing you do want to do, guys, is you want to make sure that the gauge is the correct gauge because it needs to fit through the little hole of this component here, okay? If your gauge is too thick, it may not fit. And now we're going to attach the pendant and the other end. And close it up. All right, let's take a look at the jump ring. Make sure that the pendant is attached on the correct side of the jump ring. That's important, okay? You don't want the pendant on the wrong side of that jump ring, okay? So that looks really cute. I love it. It's so cute. And here are 2 6mm jump rings and my clasp. So let me go ahead and attach that. Open up the jump ring, attach it to this component here, like this. Attach your clasp and close it up. Now on this side we're going to attach just a jump ring. Just like that. So this necklace is done, and I think it's so adorable. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And of course it looks stunning with this other necklace. So colorful and so pretty. Don't you love this? I think it's adorable. I really do. And I'm so impressed with the colors that Jessie James Beads chose for this box. These colors are just absolutely stunning. And you know, I would never think to put all of these colors together. But you know, you just have to play around with it and see what looks good and carry the colors throughout. So as you can see, we have the turquoise on the bottom. We also have it at the top. And then we have the fuchsia at the top and the fuchsia at the bottom. So that's what makes this work. It's so pretty. And this blue is just another color thrown in there to add interest. I absolutely adore it. And yes, it's okay to mix metals. You can have bronze and you can have gold. It's perfectly fine. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and put these two necklaces on and I'll show you what they look like. I absolutely love this necklace. Let me show you what it looks like. Isn't it gorgeous, guys? Look at the colors. So pretty. I love the little elephant. And yes, I did change outfits because jewelry looks the best when you wear the right colors. And since I didn't have the exact colors, I thought I would just put on black and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, like I said earlier, if you want a chance to win this necklace set, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel and write down in the comment section the word #subscribed, and I'll put your name in a bucket and I'll do a drawing. Probably sometime after the 10th of September, okay? The 10th is the deadline. Please check back with my channel because I'll be publishing a video when I go to draw for the two necklaces, the one for the curated bead box and this one. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. I don't know when that's going to be. Time is kind of limited for me these days, but I'll do my best. Thanks again. Bye.